Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Today's video is a no-bake desserts video, recipe video. No-bake dessert recipe video. I'm leaving that because I've already tried to start the video 3 times. Anyway, I did not have any what's for dinners for this week or any dinner recipes because we ended up having to take a last minute trip out of town last week, so I did not cook at all. But luckily, over the course of, I guess, just the summer, every time I made a little no-bake dessert, I have been filming it and saving it up for a video. So I already had these all filmed, and I thought, perfect, I will do this video instead of our what's for dinner. So I filmed these weeks ago, maybe even a couple months ago, I'm not sure, but they were all really good. Otherwise, I would not have left, I wouldn't have saved the footage for this video. I will have all the recipes linked down below for you. I hope you really enjoy these. There are a variety of them, and they're really simple and easy. They'd be great for quick things in the summer, but they're not necessarily summer desserts and could certainly be used all year round. So I hope that you enjoy. I think I've got 4, maybe it's 5, I don't remember, 4 or 5 recipes to share with you. So let's get into it. All right, so I have 3 tablespoons of butter, a 10-ounce bag of marshmallows, and Aldi's version of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You could use the real version if you want. We're gonna make ourselves some version of Rice Krispie treats, but even better, I've also done s'mores ones that are similar. I don't remember if I had a specific recipe for this or not, because I can't find it saved on Pinterest, which is usually what I do when I'm gonna be making something. But really simple. Melt 3 tablespoons of butter, and we're going to mix in the entire bag of marshmallows. Stir it frequently, make sure it doesn't burn, and stir it until it is fully melted. And then once it is all melted and nice and drippy and there's no lumps from the marshmallows, just like this right here, we're going to stir in, I believe I'm doing 6 cups of cereal here. You're just going to take the marshmallows off the heat, fold these in, careful to not crush up the cereal. I know this is super sped up, but I wasn't gonna belabor this portion of the video because it's a very simple recipe, and we're going to mix that all together. Spread that out in a 9x13 pan and just let it cool. It does not take long, and there you have it. This, guys, was a big hit with my family. They definitely wanted me to make this again. Actually, I think I already have made it a couple times. Highly recommend it. This next recipe is cream cheese fat bombs, and I believe this is a keto recipe, but I made it because I had a hankering for something sweet. I really like cream cheese and it sounded good, so I made it. And guys, these were really, really good. I need to make these again, but I have 4 ounces of cream cheese. This needs to be softened along with 2 tablespoons of butter, which also needs to be softened, 2 to 3 tablespoons of powdered sugar, and 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder, and then we are going to mix this together until it is completely smooth. I will have the recipe linked down below, and it does give alternative options for some of these ingredients if you would like to go a different route. And then I wanted a little bit more powdered sugar. It wasn't quite sweet enough for me, so I just am kind of folding that in because I think at this point I'd already put the beaters away. So I'm just going to stir that in. We're going to pop that in the refrigerator to chill for just a little bit, and then I'm using a cookie scoop to just scoop out some balls of this, and I have it on some parchment paper on a plate, and I'm going to put this in the refrigerator or the freezer. I think I did the freezer just to have them firm up so that I could store them. And guys, that was it. That is all I did, and these were so good. And I'm glad I'm doing this video to remember that I need to make these again because they were delicious. All right, we have another really easy dessert here. We are making some Oreo bars, and I'm supposed to be grinding up 16 ounces of Oreos, and of course I'm using the Aldi version. I did try using my Nutri-Ninja, which works amazing, but I think because of all of the cream, it just kept clogging up. So eventually I just switched to smashing them in a plastic bag, but do whatever works for you. It looks like I'm taking from an extra package, but I think that's because my package was not a full 16 ounces, so I was just kind of guessing here. But you want to grind these up or smash them up. I'm putting them in a gallon baggie and using my meat mallet. I did put a thick towel down so that I didn't destroy my countertops, and we're just going to smash them up until they are ground. And then you are going to melt 4 tablespoons of butter. And I am doing this in the microwave, which is what the recipe says that I will have linked down below, but you could do it however you wanted. 4 tablespoons of butter, and we're going to melt in 5 cups of large marshmallows. I don't know that it really matters if they're large marshmallows or not, but you are going to melt that in the microwave for about 1.5 to 2 minutes, but I would stop and stir kind of in between. Keep an eye on it because they will puff up and you don't want them to melt over the bowl. I'm preparing my 8x8 inch baking pan now, and I am just putting some foil in there, and I'm spraying it with cooking spray. I'm using my coconut oil spray, and now my marshmallows and butter are all melted. I did spray the spoon thinking maybe that would help a little bit. It maybe did. I don't know. We're going to just stir out all of the lumps of the marshmallows and mix in our Oreo crumbs and mix that together really good until it's all well combined, and then we are going to transfer this to that baking dish. We're not baking it, but we're going to transfer to it and smooth it out best we can. One trick, if you are having trouble doing that, is spray your hands with some cooking spray and just smooth it out, and that worked out perfectly. And let this sit for 10 minutes before cutting into bars. And once again, this was a huge hit. My family loved it. I highly recommend it. Super easy, just like Rice Krispie treats, but it's a little bit different and fun. This next recipe is a Jello recipe, and I am starting out by preparing my cream cheese. I have 8 ounces of cream cheese that is very much softened, and I'm cutting that into cubes. And then we're going to take 6 ounces of any flavored Jello. I am using, what did I show you? Strawberry. And putting that into a bowl, and then we're going to get 2 cups of boiling water. And we are going to whisk that and stir until it is dissolved. And then we are going to add in the softened cream cheese and let that sit in there for about 5 minutes for the cream cheese to soften a little bit more. And I'm going to say read the recipe. I will have it linked below. I end up using an immersion blender, which is the least messy. Actually, it was not messy at all. But if you want to use a mixer or something, the recipe talks about putting the bowl in the sink because it makes a mess. So, you know, use with caution, but the immersion blender was perfect, worked great, and did not make any mess. And we are going to mix that together really, really well for a couple of minutes and make sure there is no lumps. And then we're going to add in 1/2 cup of cold water and just stir that all together. And then I'm going to pour this into the bowl that I wanted to serve it in. And you're going to let that put that in the refrigerator until it is set for about 6 hours or overnight. And then I am topping mine with some whipped cream. You could put some fresh fruit on there. You could also pour these into individual serving cups if you wanted to do it that way. But this is so good, absolutely delicious. Again, as I'm editing this, I'm realizing I need to make some of these again because these were really, really good. I hope you found a recipe or two that maybe you want to give a try, and any recipes and links will be in the description box below. Well, that is it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like the video by hitting the thumbs up down below. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe. And I hope to be back with another What's for Dinner video next week as I get back into the groove of things. And yeah, in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed these dessert recipes, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.